George, it's that time of year when there's so many pests and diseases in the garden, and we get lots of viewers asking what's going wrong with their plants. Start off with the green fly.
OK, looks all right, doesn't it? But then if you look at the top, there we are. We've got aphids right on the very top there. Look at that. Why do they always go to the little soft tips like that?
They do, but then, of course, if it's the soft tip, you could maybe nip it out, couldn't you?
Or just run your fingers along it and just...
Yeah, or you could use like an organic spray. So there are a few things. But look at these onions. They've been devastated, haven't they?
Well, what happens with these, they seem to be growing quite happily, and then all of a sudden the whole lot just collapses and the leaves are going yellow. And if you look at this, in here, look at that.
Loads of maggots.
Oh, maggots all over the place.
So that's the onion root fly.
That's onion fly, and they lay their eggs at the bottom, and that's it. It just eats away at the roots and the crown, and that's them gone.
So you really just have to discard them?
Yes. Well, pick these out, feed them to the hens. The hens will eat the maggots if you've got hens, or just leave them on the top, and the blackbirds will eat these maggots, and that will solve the problem for
well, shall we move on from the horrible maggots to a rose here? And I know somebody wrote in about this. Look at that leaf, and it's basically like a skeleton now, isn't it?
What seems to have happened is that whatever has caused this, and you'll tell me in a minute, it's just eaten away the lower layer of cells on that and left the top cuticle, and
So
skeletonized it.
It's one of the sawflies. It's called the rose slug sawfly because the actual maggot looks almost slug-like.
Little black thing.
So pick off the odd leaves of that as well?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it, and get rid of them. Now,
good old vine weevil.
Well, it's a common problem, isn't it? And we get lots of questions about it. Notches round the edge of the leaf like that, quite delicately done, as it were. But that's the adult.
It is, that's the beetle, but it's sometimes the grub that does the damage.
Yes.
And I've got some damage here on a strawberry leaf, but sometimes you can use a strawberry as a sacrificial plant. So in other words, if you really want to keep your begonia, maybe plant some of this.
Plant that next to it, and then they all home in on that, and
then you just take that plant out.
Yeah,
also, you can get nematodes.
Yes.
A biological control.
So that's
just water
easy
it in.
for that,
Hosta.
Slugs.
Yeah. Now, I went to that wonderful hosta garden, and the couple there, they were using garlic spray, and they made it up themselves.
Now, this is interesting because this whole thing about garlic, it's an antibacterial thing, it's an antifungal thing, it might make my hair grow, I don't know what else it does.
It seems to be a cure for anything, isn't it? Yeah. So I think we should maybe set up a trial next year for our hostas, maybe carrots, and see what happens.
And use it and see what it's like, proper observation.
OK, so from pests we go on to diseases and a little bit of rust. Rust on the chives.
Look at it, yeah. But that's specific to the chives, isn't it?
It is.
It won't go into, it'll go into leaks.
Because, look, this was a viewer that sent in one, and I've not seen this before on gooseberry. That's another rust.
That's a new one to me.
Again, just picking
Pick
off?
them off. It's the same with the chives. Just cut the chives back and throw out the bits onto the compost heap, and that'll be it.
And then here we go for something because of the weather. This has been a horrendous problem.
It's like a piece of felt, isn't it?
It is, especially on things like the cucurbit family, so cucumbers, marrows, squashes. Because of the dry atmosphere, rather than dampness. People think mildew comes in because of damp.
No, it's because it's dry. The plant is under stress. It can't combat the disease. Most of these plants can combat diseases, but when the pendulum swings in favour of the disease because the conditions are right, plants under stress, you notice the disease more.
So dry. I think you need quite a bit of ventilation as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. Sad day for us, isn't it?
Gardening's no easy, is it?